I told you I will be back. Got a lot to talk about. Wait till everybody get in here. Mm, sorry for um the last stream, but we're gonna work on that. My name is Anthony Parker. I am your host for this evening, representing Third Eye Visions. Now, Third Eye Visions is a show, as I mentioned, and every time that I come on, which bridges the gap between the blind and sighted community. If you're on YouTube, make sure you hit the like button. If you don't like it, just show me some love anyway. Hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe if you are a first time subscriber. Make sure you hit the notification bell so that you can get updates. There's a bell next to I guess the little bar that you hit that allows you to get updates. You allows you to be the first person to get the updates whenever I upload. Been doing this for a long time, y'all. And my main focus, that's what I want to talk about, has been always uh, blindness. So bear with me. Ever since back in the days when my station or channel was entitled something else, I've always wanted to focus on blindness. I always want to bridge the gap between the blind and sighted community, and I did that for some time, about what 2.5 years. But after a while, I had to come more in tune with myself, and I'll tell you why as we go further into the conversation. I'm trying to wait some people get on here. Um, as I mentioned, I talk a lot about blindness. A lot of my topics are of that, and I've also brought on sighted people as well to get their perspectives about what it's like to come in contact with someone who's vision impaired. If you haven't for the first time, or when you have come in contact, what has the experience been like, and what have you. So I try to bring sighted people on so that they can understand um, blind people as well, and also not just it's not, I'm not excluding blind people, but I try to bring on other people who have impairments as well, or and try to bridge the gap and try to get people to understand. But after some point, it doesn't get old. It you sort of kind of what's the word I'm looking for? You wear yourself thin in terms of trying to make to create this situation, and this is not leading towards me trying to change the whole format. But what I have come to understand is that I've done a lot of shows about blindness. I've done a lot of shows about how blind people do certain things, and I may not have touched on every aspect of it. Let me close these curtains, y'all. I may not have touched on every aspect about blindness and whatnot. I've always never wanted to give a person a whole bunch of information in terms of percentages and things that's gonna kind of run people away. I've always wanted to keep it simple and move on. But after some point, you have to realize that there's more to that yourself than blindness, and you don't want to keep delving into it and run people away. Now, as a person who lost their sight a long time ago, I really um, I did a lot of things, and I can say that I was fortunate enough to have the ability to do so, and that's only because the family that I was around. That's because the ambition that I have, the drive, the determination, and all the other stuff. And I've talked about things of that nature, but in more specific terms, I look at myself as who am I really? I mean, yes, I'm a blind person, but I'm also a a black person. I'm African American, whichever you want to call it. But I want to definitely focus on those particular issues, and I have, and it has become more prevalent that these things are very important to me as uh, you check out the news, you check out what's going on in just in the world today, and and there's only so much that you can talk about. And I've looked about blind stuff, and I've looked and I've checked out other people's channels, and I do support, especially blind people. And there's not I'm not making no shot taking that shot at anyone, but I I was like, well, this the things that people put out is it's kind of simple because to me, I think that we as a person can focus on blindness, but also focus on the world as well, and that in terms could be the situation why it goes back to a lot of people may not be getting a lot of views on YouTube or anything like that because sometimes you kind of drown people in that situation. So I tried to branch out and more so talk about how I feel, um, what's bothering me, or my opinions about certain situations, and that's why I put out open discussion Mondays to try to deviate from the same topics that every blind person has put out, or how to do this, how to do this, how to, what I'm saying, because to me, there's more to me than just being blind, and I plan to, as time go on, talk more about things that really, really bother me as a black man that I witness maybe firsthand or maybe through other people telling me things, or just listen to the news just to see or to hear what's going on. And of course, you can't believe everything that's going on in the news, but I want to focus on those particular issues as well because um, I struggle with trying to do this and just basically stay focused on blindness and techniques and how to cook. I mean, I will continue to do that, but I want to also gradually talk about the things which bother me as a black man, as a blind man, also. And try to incorporate that in as also, but no, not just basically come as as direct as just focusing on things that blind people deal with because I found out that I was limiting myself, and that was what was causing me to actually, there's only so many people that are out there that are blind that's going to subscribe to your show. That was causing me to, limit myself as far as getting the subscribers and just getting my message out because I found out that the majority there's a lot of blind people that support me, and I appreciate that. But there are a great many amount of sighted individuals that do support, and that does help out. You know what I'm saying? Because in a real world, everything is not black and white. You can't just focus on just you can't just focus just on blindness all the time. You have to have some type of diversion. You have to you have to be diverse. So with that being said, there are going to be a few changes, but they're not going to be extreme to where you're going to say, "Ugh, I want to turn off." I will be talking about issues um, that I feel that are important to me as an African American, as a black man, because it's very disturbing very disturbing, and I want to bring them to the forefront so that I could get them off my mind, off my head, and just allow myself to create a dialogue so we all can understand that blind people feel just the same as sighted. We feel those, any incidents that occur, if you're white, black, Asian, whatever, and you are visually impaired, those issues affect you as well. So that's what I will be trying and attempting to do in the future as time permit, or as long as I continue to do this YouTube channel, because it's a hectic situation. Creativity is important. You have to keep people interested in what you do. So look forward to viewing videos or little snippets or whatever you want to call it, shorts, about things like that, because I've been on the other platforms, and I've tried it out first, and they're doing pretty well. The things that I do, they're doing pretty well. YouTube, I ain't gonna say too much about YouTube, but it's to me it's becoming obsolete to me, as far as what to be put out, what they will control, what they want you to see, what's important to them. So this may not be the situation. I mean, like I said, there's only a few blind people. There's maybe one that I know of for sure that's really doing good and trying to, I guess, make it happen for themselves. But me, I've always been a person to want to have a message, and the person that is doing well as a blind person has not shown me any messages that's real to me. And I'm trying to. My thing was, when I first started, was try to educate in a way that we all could understand. So, with that being said, I will be focusing on more issues that affect me as a black person, as a blind person who is black as well, because it's important. No, I wanted to get it off my chest, and I'm glad that I have done so. If I sound as if I was rambling, I don't think that I was. You got the gist of what I was coming and how I was coming. So just be on the lookout for videos such as that. I mean, I still would do the videos in which I had, which has made me get to where I am now. But I want to try to branch off and talk about those particular issues because it's bothering me bad. Bye, y'all.